All right, it's a beautiful Monday morning. Today, the 4th day of May 2026. And you're on to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio, situated in the heart of Oluyole, here in the city of Ibadan. It's a brand new week, and we're saying welcome on another edition of Perspective Unlimited. My name is Kunle Olowu, and as usual, I have with me Mr. Chuku Emeka Munachiso. Good morning, sir, and welcome to Perspective this morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, I'm certain you had a fantastic weekend. Yeah, you look really bright this morning, sir.
It's by the special grace of God.
Yes, and we thank God. We thank God for that. It's another edition of Perspective Unlimited, and as you know, Perspective Unlimited airs on Wells Radio 9.3 every Monday to Friday between 6:30 a.m. and 7:30 a.m. What we do on Perspective is to give you the headlines on front page of newspapers, and after we would discuss some of the topical issues as seen on those papers. Like I always say, we're not bearer of bad news. We just give you this information as we see it, and just for you to, from your perspective, and know how to be a better citizen of the country. Now we're moving straight to the headlines on three major newspapers we'll be looking at this morning. That is the Punch newspaper, Vanguard, and of course the Guardian newspaper. Very quickly, we'll start with the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning, Monday, 4th day of May 2026. As seen on Punch newspaper this morning, there is actually a very big picture. It's actually an advertisement. I'm not going to talk what brand, but if you're interested, you can check it. Now, other stories on the front page of the Punch this morning. The largest caption reads, Obi Kwakwanso joins NDC, demand litigation-free politics. That story is on page 2. And the rider stories right under that. Ex-Anambra governor warns against crisis after dumping ADC. Another one, Kwakwanso mobilizes Kwansi structure. And then another story credited to APC. You are a serial defector, APC mocks Obi. Other stories are seen on the front page of Punch this morning. States FCT external debts nears $1 billion amid higher FAAC FAC. That story is on page 31. And on page 8, xenophobia, 130 Nigerians sign up for South Africa evacuation. Those are the stories you can find on the front page of the Punch newspaper this morning. Now we're moving on to the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. That also has a picture of the commissioning of the Zenith Bank Cote d'Ivoire. You can see them looking really good and red in that picture. Also, other stories on the front page of the Vanguard this morning. The largest caption, Obi Kwakwanso trigger mass defectors. That story is on page 5. And the rider stories, Obi Kwakwanso others join Dixon's NDC, brainstorm in Abuja. Why we left ADC, that is credited to Obi. You are a political nomad, presidency mocks Obi. And another story, APC closed sales of forms today. And also, same lawyer, same parties, coalition demand INEC probe of APM NDC. Other stories are seen on front page of the Vanguard this morning. Power sector crisis, banned regime collapses, discos miss delivery targets. That story is on page 11. And if you go to page 22, NGE SERAP to Tinubu government, protect journalists, end insecurity, impunity. And on page 10, 12, 38, the stories you find there is outrage over attacks on Nigerians in South Africa. And another story right under it, Nigeria alerts citizens of xenophobic protest today. Those are the stories you can find on the front page of the Vanguard newspaper this morning. Now moving quickly to the front page of the Guardian newspaper this morning. The largest caption, opposition crumbles as Atiku takes Nigeria's crisis to global stage. That story is on page 6, and it looks very interesting. Other stories, Lagos workers demand 225,000 as NLC prepares for wage negotiation. And on page 3, presidential form, Labour Party sets 50 million, ADC 100 million per candidate. And Atiku slams FG over declining foreign reserve despite 5 trillion oil windfall. That story is on page 3. And if you move to page 9, NAF strikes terrorists, destroys Abbasu Ariki's hideouts in Katsina. And on page 5, World Press Freedom Day, SERAP, NGE, HHRC demand safety, justice for journalists. And still on page 5, Reps probe $4.6 billion HIV TB fund. And on page 8, IGP assures arrest, prosecution of suspect. This is as regards the extrajudicial killing. And on page 5 also, FG summons South African envoy over xenophobic attacks amid concerns about right infringement. And still on the front page of The Guardian this morning, Niger Correctional Center transports inmates to court in tricycle amid vehicle breakdown. That story is really interesting, and on page 12 of the newspaper, The Guardian this morning. And so those are the major stories we have on the front pages of the Punch newspaper, the Vanguard, and also the Guardian newspaper. So let us go quickly into some of this story. Obi Kwakwanso joins NDC, demand litigation-free politics. Now, the former Labour Party presidential candidate, Peter Obi, and ex-Kano State Governor Rabiu Kwakwanso have formally joined the Nigerian Democratic Congress, calling on members to avoid litigation and focus on advancing the nation's development. The two opposition heavyweights made the call yesterday in Abuja during their formal reception into the party amid ongoing political realignments ahead of the 2027 general election. Now, Obi declared his switch to the NDC shortly after announcing his resignation from the African Democratic Congress, which he joined in December. That's just about 6 months ago. Addressing party leaders and supporters, the presidential aspirant said their decision to join the NDC was driven by the need for a peaceful political platform devoid of internal crisis. So now is where I want to start from, internal crisis. We know that ADC, as it were, as we've seen it, we've read it on the news so many times about the internal crisis they have been having. But then again, you see another reports of the presidency mocking Obi, saying that he is a serial defector. And we know that even in the last election, he was in Labour. Before that, he was a member of PDP at some point. You know, he has been to a whole lot of political parties. So now, don't you think some Nigerians will be thinking that these politicians, do they actually have the interest of Nigerians in heart? Or because how can it be so difficult for people who have the same mindset to fix the wrongs in the country? Because what they want to do now is to unseat the sitting president. How should it be so difficult that we are going to be seeing a whole lot of defections even before the election comes?
Yeah, Kunle, thank you for starting out with this question. The presidency calling Obi
a serial defector.
A serial defector. Bola Ahmed Tinubu started with SDP, People's Front faction of SDP. He defected to Alliance for Democracy, AD. From AD, he went to Action Congress of Nigeria, ACN. From there, he went to APC.
But these parties, I think the names just changed. Especially from ACN.
No. The name didn't change.
Okay.
So SDP is SDP, ACN.
Okay, no, apart from
SDP,
yeah.
So if you talk of political nomads, the president went that route also.
Okay.
But I don't always like to say anything coming from the presidency. We know that it's just a propaganda. Image making.
In your opinion.
In my own opinion.
Yes.
So I want you to look at, we suffer in this country with what I call mythology, hatred of reason. You understand? And there's no need for us to wonder aimlessly why things are happening in our country the way they're happening. If you look at ADC came, the judgment of the Supreme Court has a lot of caveat in it. Yes, Marx's leadership was restored, but they still have to go to the lower court to settle whatever that is remaining. Litigation. And nobody knows when these things will definitely be resolved.
And there's no time.
ADC has this image that it belongs to a particular presidential aspirant. And ADC as a party did not come out to debunk that rumor. I listen to what I'm saying. If Obi and Kwakwanso's movement out of ADC is not going to ruffle a lot of feathers, why is the ruling party so fixated on why they left? I don't know whether you get what I'm saying. If Atiku is not, why are they now cutting the favor of Atiku? If Obi and the Kwakwanso leaving, they should have celebrated their leaving. But why are they worried that they left ADC? Because the way ADC is structured, they are not likely going to get the presidential ticket. I'm coming. You know, we Nigerians, we look at things in the. Remember what Atiku said after the Supreme Court judgment.
Yeah.
Atiku wants to be on a ballot box. He wants to be on a ballot box.
So does Obi.
I'm coming. Obi wants to be on a ballot box. Look, Obi knows that if he does not move away from ADC,
he won't get it. He might not get it.
Wait, and he doesn't get it. 2031, presidency will go to the north. And there's no way they will get it. Atiku also knows that the presidency, Tinubu is there now as a southerner, 4 years. So in all calculations, it is this. That's why there is problem in ADC. The southern part of this country should complete their 8 years. And Atiku is not ready to let go. So if you remain in that party, it means that you have to, by 2031, the presidency will go to the north. You may ask me, where is it written in Constitution? That's a gentleman's agreement. You understand? I remember why PDP lost in the because Atiku was so ambitious in order that when it was the turn of the South, he put the spanner in the works.
Okay.
And they couldn't get it. That was why many of them left.
But since it is not constitutional,
he benefited from that arrangement.
From the arrangement.
So why can't he adhere to that arrangement? Do you hear what I'm going?
So this is talking about Atiku.
And yes, I'm talking. So then people are not believing that if you go through the process of litigation and ADC, ADC was very, very silent on zoning the presidency. All they were after is that they were jubilating, oh, we have come up the hook. But when it comes to the nitty-gritty of where is the presidency going to, they kept quiet. And that was for so many reasons. So those people who have been watching the body movement knew that, like I told you, ADC has this image of being coupled together for the purpose of one person to realize his presidential ambition. Just like what is going on in the country right now. I'm coming. ADC didn't come out to address that issue of where are you zoning the presidency. Is this party one man's business thing? Is one man, who is behind this party and everything? Because they complain that many of them were in ADC were being treated as outsiders coming in to enjoy the fruits of ADC. I'm coming. Just like the Redeemed Christian Church of God now has a problem. Image. People are regarding it as APC church. I don't know whether I hear it. Now, the general overseer has come out, which is what people expected ADC to do. Come out and tell Nigerians that this party is for everybody that is called a Nigerian. Come and join us. And is not for one man's to achieve his political ambition. They didn't do that. So if you hear people defecting to other parties, that is the reason. Just like that the GO came out to say that APC is not, the Redeem is not APC church. People are regarding it as APC all over Nigeria. Because they were giving off instances where the president's wife the Minister of Finance, even the man that is now
even the president's wife is a pastor.
Even the man now that is nominated for EFCC chairman is a pastor in Redeem. The man that is nominated now for power also has affiliation with Redeem. So
the former vice president.
The former vice president. So Nigerians have now concluded that Redeem Church is APC church. But Adeboye came out to tell Nigerians that it is not so. That is what ADC should have done. When this rumor was flying around that the party was created for one man to achieve his presidential ambition, even if it is not, because he knows that after 2031, because he said this is going to be my last shot at presidency. That statement nailed everything down.
So let me quickly look at it in this angle. With everything you have said now, it's looking more like the internal crisis is...
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, is between Atiku being very adamant about the fact that he wants the tickets and Obi thinking that he is the best man to do the job.
Yes, that after 2031, the president will go to the north.
Yes, so now I'm thinking a lot of Nigerians will be thinking that about 2 weeks ago in Ibadan, they all came to Ibadan. Obi was seated, Atiku was there. As a matter of fact, Wells Radio had representative there. So it's not, they were seen, they were all there. And they all said that day that they will endorse one president. So, I mean, they are all adults seated, brainstorming about how can they swing from this to that? Like a lot of Nigerians will want to know that. How can we swing from saying this now in one voice and barely 2 weeks after there is mass defection?
Let me tell you something. When those statements were made,
they were not under duress.
There were a lot of pressures. No, I'm coming. There were a lot of pressures on Atiku to step down.
Okay.
Because he has contested for this position severally. Go and check what APC people were saying about him. To give room for a younger element. And moreover, the gentleman agreement is that the South will have it for 8 years. Tinubu is just how many years now? If he reaches
about 4.
About 4. But he doesn't want that to happen. I remember that was what happened in time past. When
we'll see get there.
People gave him everything. But when it was the time of he turned the table, everything changed. So he collapsed that system, and he's still working that system. And now, go and check what Obasanjo said about. Look, if you bring Atiku and Tinubu to contest, believe you me, Tinubu will win. Honestly speaking, because of Atiku's image problem. I'm telling you, go and check what Obasanjo said. He was the vice president to Obasanjo. Go and check what Obasanjo said. So, if this party is for you to just actualize your presidential ambition, and you know too well that it is not the turn of the North, according to gentleman agreement, why are you fixated on having it? So they will leave it for you because you will not ride on the shoulder of people. Is Atiku more visible than Obi and Kwakwanso? No, just check it. If you bring the trio together, who is more visible among all of them? Honestly speaking, I go to the street. If you ask Nigerians, this they will even Atiku is not even in the picture, but he's still insisting to have his way. That's why he said after the Supreme Court judgment that this will be his last shot at presidency. People are hearing those people that are bringing crowds to the party. You think they will stay for you to ride on them to get to? No, they will not.
You're still listening to Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Your preferred awesome radio Perspective Unlimited is the show. My name is Kunle Olowu, and you have been hearing the voice of Chukwuemeka Munachiso. So back to the ADC.
There is something I want to say here. Okay. I know a lot of people will be angry with my analysis this morning, but that is the reality. If Atiku had respected that former agreement, it wouldn't have been where we are today. He didn't, because he wanted to be president. He wanted it. So, and if ADC had come out to say, look, this party is for all Nigerians, with debunking that image that this party was brought together for one man's ambition.
So that brings me to this. In the last election that brought President Tinubu to office, almost the same scenario played out, where there was division between the Atiku camp and the Obi camp. And a lot of Nigerians believe that if there was an alliance between both parties, there is a chance that
they would have won.
because in the history of Nigerians election, it has not happened before that an individual will win the presidency seat with just a little over 8 million votes. It has never happened before. As a matter of fact, the immediate past president, late Buhari, he contested about 2 or 3 times and he had about 12 million votes every time and he still didn't win. So it was, a lot of people believe it was a political move by Tinubu that if both of these people do not align, then they can't defeat me. But if they align, definitely they will defeat. Isn't it the same thing that is playing out now? And I believe that the Obi camp and the Atiku camp should know that if the alignment does not work, then there is a chance they still can't defeat.
I'm coming.
Yes.
I will tell you something. The dynamics has changed. It's not like in 2023. You know why?
And sorry to cut you short. We also have to put party popularity.
I'm coming.
Because you know that in Nigeria, the percentage or the population of the elites and non-elites is, maybe the non-elites would even edge the elites a little bit.
Always.
Yes, always it will. And if you check the percentage of voters, it is not a lot of the elites. And if you know the general thing that the people know when they go and vote is Egbe Onigbale, that's the broom, because that is what you would be seeing on the APC ballot, or Egbe Oni umbrella, that's what will be seen on the PDP ballot. That's all they know. Now NDC, some people, I'm very certain, have not heard about it before.
Okay.
Would all of these things not play?
Okay, that is why we are getting it wrong. Performance is always the best tool for campaign. You understand? Unfortunately, what played out in 2023, because of ambition, if Atiku had stepped down that 2023, PDP would have won, but he didn't. And the same thing is playing out, but it's not going to be the same way. You know why? Nigerians are looking for alternative. I'm a street person. If we ask, there is nobody in Nigeria today who is at home with where we are today. Everybody is frustrated. Everybody has been dehumanized. Poverty is crawling almost everywhere. When you talk of palliative is like a handout to people that are ravaged. That's why I said that performance is always a political tool for campaign. So if you, like I gave an example last week. I was born in the Riverine area. When you see a man that is about to drown, anything you throw inside that water, he will clutch it, believing that it will save him. Even if you throw a loaf of bread, you know that it will soak. It will still hold it. That is where we are today in Nigeria. Anything is not going to be like in 2023, where people didn't know where the boat will carry. But we now know that we have now landed at a harbor. And I don't think anybody is happy with where we are today. I don't think. So anything that comes right now, that's why I said there's a difference between 2023 and now. And now. That's a lot of difference. You understand? That time, we are still walking blindly into the future. We didn't know what it would be. But now we have known where we are coming from. It will guide Nigerians in making their choice.
Okay, you're still on to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. Perspective Unlimited is the program you are listening to. My name is Kunle Olowu, and Chukwu Emeka Munachiso is our analyst this morning. So before we go on our quick commercial break, I would like to just quickly know, because a lot of Nigerians are thinking that this move by Peter Obi and Kwakwanso especially, both of them are known for what they said they have done in their states while they were governors. And also the former vice president, Atiku Abubakar, like you have rightly pointed out, is not ready to step down his ambition to be president of Nigeria. Now, when we put all of these elements into play, and the fact that in 2023, something similar happened, that these two people did not align, and Okay, but like you rightly said, but like you said, maybe the awareness is different now. Yes, but a lot of Nigerians will believe that this awareness that we are talking about is different, maybe to the eyes of the elites.
No, ordinary elites, they don't vote. It's not the elites. Is it the elites that are buying fuel at? It's not the elites. They are not even. They are feeling the pain of the policy, but the worst affected are the vulnerable, the ordinary Nigerians who vote. They are the ones who are affected mostly by the policy we are having in our country today. So it's not the elite. Nobody banks on the elite to go and vote. How many of them will come and vote? It is the people in the street. And these are the people that are bearing the brunt of what is going on in our country. So they will speak with their vote. That's why I said that 2023 is quite different it's going to be different from 2027. It's not going to be a walk in the park. You understand? There'll be surprises.
It's not going to be business as usual.
No, there'll be surprises because people will now compare where they are right now to where they hope they will be. You know, my people have a proverb that if you are cooking yam porridge and it's very sweet, there is need for you to add more yam into in the pot. So we have eaten the porridge. If we are satisfied with where we are, then we add more yam in the. I don't know whether you understand the import of
yes. So if we like the porridge, we'll add more
yams.
If we don't like the porridge, we'll
bring
the fire.
We bring the pot.
Yes, you're still on Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio. Perspective Unlimited is the show. And we'll go on a quick commercial break. When we come back, we'll dig deeper into other stories. You stay tuned.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have your attention, please?
Let me guess, you enjoy talking. You always have something to say. And somehow, people actually enjoy listening to you. So why are you not on radio yet? What are you waiting for? Wells Radio Media Academy is giving you the perfect opportunity to become a certified broadcaster in just 6 weeks. You'll get hands-on studio experience, learn from industry professionals, and understand what it takes to actually own the mic. From radio presentation to news writing to public speaking and social media, everything you need all in one place. Admission is in progress right now as resumption is on the 18th of May 2026. Admission form is available for just 5,000 naira only. This is not one of those maybe someday opportunities. This is now. Don't just sit back and listen to other people shine. Step up and let your voice be heard. For further inquiries, call 0706 840 7359 or 0803 509 3394. Begin your journey to becoming a certified broadcaster today.
How long will it take you to confirm payment? I have been waiting for the past 1 hour.
I'm so sorry. Our network is slow. I will just run out of data.
Same excuse yesterday. It is unacceptable, please. You better switch to One Data Internet Service.
One Data?
Yes, One Data. One Data is an internet service provider with the best alternative and solution for unlimited speed. One Data provides fast and reliable internet service to organizations, homes, and places of interest in Nigeria. With One Data, you get to enjoy the premium internet service with dedicated unlimited internet speed at all times, 24/7 fantastic customer service and support, and you enjoy a 1-month free subscription when you make payment. Now is the time to say goodbye to downtimes. Sign up with One Data today on 0811 223 2671 or visit www.onedata.ng for more inquiries. One Data, unlimited speed.
Are you hungry for something delicious? Food that feels like home but tastes like pure luxury? Then welcome to Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile. From our smoky jollof to rich ofada sauce to a variety of delicious soups like egusi, eforiro, and more, paired with your favorite proteins and hot, freshly made swallows, all made for you to enjoy. We also handle bulk orders in liters, fresh and ready whenever you need it, with delivery to your doorstep. At Honeydew, it's not just the food, it's the feel. With our beautiful ambience, perfect for your romantic dates, family outings, or your quiet, relaxing evening escape. Join us every last Friday of the month at 7 p.m. for karaoke night with Jayola and enjoy music, games, food, drinks, and free mocktails and cocktails as you sing your hearts out. Visit us at Plot 42, Block 8, Alaafi Avenue, beside Wells Radio, Oluyole Estate, Ibadan. For your doorstep delivery or inquiries, call or WhatsApp 0814-691-6635, 0814-691-6635. Honeydew Restaurant, where every meal is made to make you smile.
The Financial Services Regulation Coordinating Committee, FSRCC, in collaboration with the National Broadcasting Commission, NBC, wishes to draw the attention of the public to the activities of illegal financial operators, IFOs, which threaten public trust and the stability of the Nigerian financial system. The general public is hereby advised to refrain from dealing with unlicensed financial operators who deceive individuals with unrealistically high investment returns. Verify the licensing status of such schemes on these websites: www.cbn.gov.ng, www.nicom.gov.ng, www.pencom.gov.ng, www.sec.gov.ng, www.fsrcc.gov.ng. To report any suspicions of illicit financial activities, call CBN 0817-665-7060, 0707-338-4828, SEC 0209-462-1168. Announcer, FSRCC.
Yo, what's up?
Baby, let's go!
Hey there! Want to stay connected to your favorite radio station? Follow us on social media for the latest updates, entertaining wholesome content, and behind-the-scene peaks. We're on Instagram at Wells Radio 893, Facebook Wells Radio 893 FM fan page, X Wells Radio 893. Follow our WhatsApp channel Wells Radio 89.3 FM. Get a scoop on upcoming shows, giveaways, and events. Also get to interact with your favorite presenters and share your thoughts on our posts and stories. Join the conversation and stay tuned into Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
FM, your preferred wholesome radio.
All right, you're welcome back to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, your preferred awesome radio situated in the heart of Oluyole, here in the city of Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. My name is Kunle Olowu. On the seat here with me, I have Munachiso Chukwuemeka, who is our analyst. We've been talking about a series of issues as seen on the front page of the dailies this morning. And if you want to be a part of the show, you can call into the studio on 0916-893-1000 or 0915-333-4893 or 0911-333-893 to be a part of the show this morning. You can also drop your comments on Facebook at Wells Radio 893 FM fan page. And of course, you should be rest assured that we will read your comments. Now, going back to the issues that we've seen as we have read on the front page of our dailies this morning, there is another striking story about the xenophobic attack. We have a caller on the line. Hello, good morning.
Hello, good morning,
good
sir.
morning. What is your name? Where are you calling from?
Ruth calling from Alakia.
Ruth from Alakia. Good morning, Ruth. You have the floor.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. You know, all the politicians switching parties won't defeat President Tinubu in the next election. Because only a united opposition with one strong candidate and a solid coalition focus on people's needs has a real chance. So anything less, we just likely fail. I just hope they realize this on time and do the needful. Because what we want from them is to come together and unite. Because we can't continue this hardship come 2027. And on the South Africa facing back, Nigerians facing backlash in South Africa, I will just urge them to please come back home. Because had it been our country is stable and secure, they won't be facing all this and people won't be traveling out of the country to look for opportunities. So I will just urge our government, they should please rise up to their responsibility and make sure that Nigeria is more stable and secure for us, so that all this country won't be just taking us for granted. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Ruth. And on the heels of what Ruth just said now about the South Africans in Nigeria, there's a report that at least 130 Nigerians have already registered for voluntary evacuation flights from South Africa to Nigeria in a move to safeguard the citizens in the midst of the rising tension linked to anti-foreigner protests in the country. Now, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojukwu, okay, we have a caller here. Hello, good morning. What is your name? Where are you calling us from?
Hello, good morning. This is Aderonke from.
Aderonke, you have the floor.
Yes. Concerning Atiku, Atiku should step down for younger other candidates because he has been running for presidency since. So he should step down, he should give way, he should pave way for other people too. Because if truly he means well for Nigeria and they are ready to rescue power from this present administration, so he should step down. But if he's not ready to step down, this shows that he's also going there for his own selfish interest. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Aderonke. Yes, so still on that issue, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Bianca Ojukwu, in a post on our X handle yesterday, said that the evacuation arrangement is part of border diplomatic and security measures being coordinated with Nigerian mission in South Africa. The minister explained that the evacuation plan follows directives from President Bola Tinubu, who ordered heightened monitoring of the situation and stronger protection of Nigerians abroad. Now, we also read yesterday that the acting High Commissioner to South Africa has actually been summoned by the federal government. And we also heard again about a few hours ago that the federal government has actually said that no Nigerian was linked to being killed, in the protests that happened in South Africa recently. But they did admit that 2 people died, but it is unrelated to the protest that happened. Now, when we bring all of this together, the president has said Nigerians who wants to return should return. 130 people have signed up that they want to return. And the acting High Commissioner to South Africa has also been summoned. The meeting actually is going to take place today. Now, is Nigeria actually taking the right step in settling these issues?
You see, Kunle, first of all, we have to address the reason why we are where we are today as a country, as a people. You see, elections have consequences. And any country that has no defined foreign policy can never be respected. Any country whose institutions are not strong can never be respected. Any country that does not cater for the welfare of its citizens abroad cannot be respected. The president is calling for stronger protection of Nigerians abroad. How are Nigerians protected inside Nigeria? That's the question. If you are calling for stronger protection of Nigerians abroad, it must start from home. We are hobnobbing. We are granting amnesty to terrorists. We are pampering them. We are integrating them into the society. And the people that they chased away from their ancestral home to IDP camps are still in IDP camps. So if you are calling for stronger protection of Nigerians abroad, charity must begin from home.
From home.
There must be stronger protection of Nigerians against non-state actors within the country. When you have failed on that front, you have no reason to call for stronger protections of Nigerians abroad, because international communities are looking at us. They are looking at what is going on in the country. So that determines how they relate with us. Look at Uganda. Uganda arrested 62 Nigerians. And the report coming from there now is that they have denied them legal representation.
Yeah.
And you are calling for stronger protection of Nigerians abroad? Do we have stronger protection of Nigerians inside Nigeria? Police people are running haywire. Another one has happened in Lagos. Another one happened in Efru. Non-state actors are kidnapping people. Monarchs are running away from their domain, as in Kwara State. And yet, we have a government. So what are we saying? So if you the way you treat your children in your house will determine how people will treat your children outside. If you as a father don't treat your children well within your family, there's no way people outside will respect your children. The basket, if you keep your basket anyhow, people will use it to carry their refuse.
But as it is now, it is what it is, as it is now. And the Nigerian government has summoned the acting High Commissioner.
Look, let me tell you something.
What I want to say is, what do you think Nigerians should be expecting that Nigeria should discuss with South Africa?
Look, Kunle, summoning the South African High Commissioner in Nigeria to come is not the beginning of the issue. South African Commissioner is living in Nigeria.
Yes.
He hears what we do to ourselves. Do you think he will take us serious? He will not. It's just a mere formality. Summon him, let him come and speak grammar. But if we don't change the way we treat our people, Nigerians will never get respected outside this country.
So you think this meeting might not hold water?
It will hold, but it's
no,
just
I mean, like, might not have any effect.
It will not have any effect because we have failed to protect our people. There's no way our people will not be abused outside Nigeria. It lies with the government. Bring non-state actors to book. Show that let Nigerians see you demonstrate the fact that their lives matter. You have all the kinetic means to take out non-state actors who are troubling this country. If you don't do that, there's no way Nigerians will walk shoulder high outside the shores of this country. So it will start from home. Summoning the man is a mere formality. At the end of the day, will it stop xenophobic attack against Nigerians? It will not. Because the High Commissioner will go there and speak all the grammar and say, yes, we are handling it at a high level. This thing. At the end of the day, the streets are not hearing you. If you don't treat your children well, people outside will send your children on any errand they like, and they can abuse them because you know that you have failed to protect your own children. I'm a father. I take care of my children. If you rough handle them anyhow outside, you see my red eyes. That goes to show you that don't trouble this man's children. You never can tell what the father will do. The only time we enjoyed being citizens of this country in terms of international protection and stuff was during Abacha. Abacha didn't tolerate any maltreatment of Nigerians. He would retaliate immediately. Tit for tat. Abacha believed so much in it. Go and check what the countries that tampered with Nigerians, as what Abacha did. Today, because we are looking for validation. Oh, we are running a democracy. Oh, America, do they play with their citizens? I said it here. America came all the way. Because a 27-year-old young man was kidnapped in Kaduna, either Kaduna or Katsina. They came all the way, send all the people to come and carry the guy. When you hear Americans, God bless America, there is a reason why they're saying it. Because the country cares for them. Patriotism cannot be enforced. You show patriotism by the way you treat your citizens.
Yeah, we have a call on the line. Hello, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from?
Yeah, good morning, West Radio. My name is Salami. I'm calling from Awoton.
Salami.
How are you today?
Very fine, thank you. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, Mr. Chukwemeka.
Yeah, Mr. Salami, good morning.
Thank you very much for analysis. How are you, sir?
I'm fine.
You see, for me, the xenophobic attack in South Africa is one error too common. And for me, what I say is that, you see, in international community, the worth of an immigrant is determined by the strength of his nation. I think you understand. Yes, it's like for South Africa to be treating Nigerians this way, it means Nigerians. It means Nigeria as a nation means nothing to South Africa. Because let's look at it this way. How many times have you ever heard that Americans are xenophobic against in South Africa, or Canadians, or Britons? I think that's because it's because they respect those countries, and the respect they have for that country, for those countries, is the one that is kind of affecting the way they are treating their nationals. And that is why we say that in any country, especially in Nigeria, we need a paradigm shift in our leadership. I think you understand. Every leader must hold international relations in high esteem, because the way you are at home is the way you are perceived abroad. Even though some of our Nigerians too, they sometimes overdo things when they get abroad. Tell me, what's the essence of some people having Igbo King in South Africa, all the way from Nigeria to South Africa? Is that where they were there in the first instance? Notwithstanding, however, Nigerians deserve respect, because by the time the xenophobic attack commences, it's not going to be those particular set of people alone. It's going to cut across all Nigerians. I think you understand. That's why our leaders must do everything humanly possible in order to enhance the value of Nigerians wherever they find themselves. So that's just it. So may God help Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Amen. Thank you very much, Mr. Salami. But Nigerian is actually seen as the giant of Africa.
Kunle, it's like you are still living in the... You are still...
No, it is not really about me. It's about what some people talk about.
Kunle, you don't dress Nigeria in borrowed robes. If we are giant of Africa, Uganda here, common Uganda.
It wasn't me that said it. I'm
not saying you are the one. I've heard it also. Imagine Uganda.
Yeah.
Arresting 62 Nigerians. Like my friend Salami just said, you are treated the way your country treats you within your country. Why is it that South Africans are not attacking Americans or Canadians? Why are they not attacking them? Are they not in South Africa? Why are they not? But they single Nigerians out because they know that over here, they hear everything that we do here.
But are we sure that is why they actually singling out Nigerians?
Nigerians.
I'm not sure we can say that.
No, listen to Kunle. Nigeria has no.
We have a call on the line. Hello, good morning. What is your name? Where are you calling us from? Good morning.
This is Benga Mario calling from Apata.
Benga Mario from Apata, you have the floor.
Yes. On the defection of Peter Obi, it's okay. On the defection of Peter Obi, I have this song to say, to sing for the incumbent party. That is victory for the incumbent, victory for the incumbent. Because two people cannot stand in series. How do you call yourself an opposition and your house is not in one? Wakwanso is not in good accord with Atiku. Atiku is not in the same set, in the same team with Obi. Now they're having a divided house. Amechi now is only looking at Atiku to buy the post for the post of president through on the platform of ADC, which the ticket might not be able to fly very well. So what are we saying in essence? It's a win-win, it's a victory for the incumbent. And that was the reason why I sang that song. Let me shock you and our listeners at home. The election will be coming up next year, right? Between now and that next year, I can bet it for free. There will be received defect from where is he now? The Dark Party NDC.
Who will defect?
Obi.
Okay.
He probably see defect from that NDC to PRP or AAC.
That's in your opinion, sir.
In my opinion. So I think that is not too good for you. You are calling yourself a leader, and your house is not in order. And the next thing you have to do is to leave that house and be looking for a house that is much more stable for you. What kind of leader is that? In as much as I love Obi, with that is doing, I think. And last on the issue of that is happening in xenophobia that is happening in South Africa, it is not a good one. South Africa, they have their facilities here in Nigeria. I never think that their facilities have ever been destroyed. They have their their Go TV or whatever that they have in our country, and I don't think the Nigerians have ever gone to them to destroy that facility. So let them stop attacking Nigerians in their country, and let Nigeria, as a matter of urgency, let them bring back our people from South Africa down to Nigeria. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gbenga Mario. Mr. Gbenga Mario sang a victory song for the incumbents. I would just like to point that is in his own opinion, doesn't necessarily reflect the Wells Radio.
Let me say something here.
Position.
If Nigerians are looking for South Africans here, you cannot see them. South Africans are least traveled among people of Africa. They don't travel, they don't go out. And when you don't go out, you don't see the world.
When you don't go out, you don't see the world.
Your knowledge.
You are limited to
your
what
knowledge
you see.
Is limited, and that's why. Let me even come home here. When you see people I've lived in the Southwest most of my life. If you see people from the Southwest who have gone through around this country, the way they perceive you as an Easterner is different because he has traveled. The same thing with the East. If you see somebody in the East who has not even gone out of the Eastern region, the way he sees others.
Hello, good morning. Oh, sorry, we lost that call.
The way he sees others. So South Africans don't mingle. They don't travel.
We have a caller again. Hello, good morning. What is your name and where are you calling us from? Good morning. I can't really hear you, please. John, okay. John, you have the floor.
Yeah, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Mr. John.
You really make my night.
Okay.
Love your program. Yeah. They say that charity begins at home.
Charity begins at home.
It doesn't begin outside. You will be treated the way you are treated at home. If you go outside, that's the way they will treat you. Ask yourself, why is it that Nigerians are running away from their country? Check the resources of Nigeria and check the resources of South Africa. Assess it and know. Did Nigerians supposed to travel? Did they supposed to travel? How many South Africans are here? The some network that we're using here is from South Africa. Which of our product that South Africa is using?
But I think that is normal. People travel, people invest in other countries.
We are shameless. That is the problem. We are shameless. Now, see our judiciary, see our politicians, see our leaders, the way they are heading. Is that the sign of a nation that wants to move forward? Are they thinking to be like South Africa? Are they thinking to be like America? Tell me that is moving here. And tell me the reason why the citizens are running from their own reasons and they are killing them outside. And what the government will say is that the citizens over there should behave well. Is this leaders here behaving well? If they behave well, their citizens will not go out.
But I would like to say people travel regardless. People travel. I think that's a normal thing.
How many South Africans are in a battle? You can count them. Go to South Africa, know how many battles are in South Africa. Let's be truthful to ourselves. Forget about that you are in the radio. I don't want to protect, but call a spade a spade. Let's face that reality. And this is where we have. If we destroy it, where are we going to be? Good morning.
Thank you very much, Mr. John.
So, Kunle, before we round off, they don't travel. You understand? They will just stay back at home. And the jobs you say Nigerians are taking, do you have any skill to take the jobs? That's the question. You understand? It's not it's just blind hatred. When you hate people, you hate them. You understand? Blind hatred. And I don't think, we have said it repeatedly, South Africans, they have no reason to attack Nigerians or Ghanaians, even fellow Africans. Salami just said it all. Why can't they attack Canadians or Americans? Because they know that the government will respond harshly. Nigeria is platitude. Don't do it again. We are brothers. Which brothers? If we are brothers, will you be killing me?
We don't have much time. I would have loved for us to take more stories because even the president right now has left the country, but we don't have much time to discuss that. But let's quickly go to Facebook and take a comment from Suleiman Sharif. He says, good morning and happy productive new week to everyone. All this jumping from one party to another can never defeat President Tinubu APC-led government in this coming election, because it is only a single opposition candidate and strong coalition with Peter Obi, Kwakwanso, Atiku, Rotimi Amechi, and strong politicians under the same platform that can defeat Tinubu. Any other plan aside from this is a joke that will end up in futility. That is according to Suleiman Sharif. Well, I think it's a whole lot of talking points. Like I said, the president right now is not in the country. He departed Nigeria yesterday to go to France, and then he would also be going to Rwanda and Kenya. This is, they say it's a diplomatic visit to strengthen Nigeria's economic. In the midst of all of these things that is happening, just your quick comment on that.
Look, I've said it here. The president has no reason junketing from one country to the other. Fix security in our country, fix power. These countries will come here to do business with us. Any other thing apart from these things are just exercise in futility. Fix the country, secure the country, provide power. People will come and do business with you. You don't go begging people to come and invest in your country. They will come because they are bringing their money. They want to do business and get profit. You don't have to go and chase them. They will come chasing you if you have a good market to sell. God bless Nigeria.
Thank you very much, Chukwuemeka Munachiso. And this is all we can take on Perspective Unlimited this morning. I would like to say a big thank you to everybody who has called in, who has sent message on Facebook, for your participation. Join us again tomorrow, same time, same dial, for another edition of Perspective Unlimited. Up next is AM Sports with our sports crew. Stay tuned.
Important information. The views expressed by the interviewee in this program are their own and do not necessarily reflect the views or opinions of Wells Radio 89.3 FM or its affiliated entities. Wells Radio 89.3 FM is committed to providing a platform for diverse perspectives and opinions, and the views expressed by guests on our programs are their personal viewpoints. Wells Radio 89.3 FM does not endorse or take responsibility for the content or opinions expressed by individual interviewees and callers. Thank you.
Tired of listening to the same old content? Tune in to Wells Radio 89.3 FM, the only radio other radio stations listen to.